So, let me call you radical. Very important video here. Really, at Nuclear Waterloo is happening. The new Green Deal. No nuclear. I know her personally. And you don't think I've influenced her. She used to show up to my rallies in New York. And I remember the first time I met her, and that one when she was a very young girl. Oh, she knows because I taught her. It's anti-nuclear, anti-nuclear. You can try to panty paint, you can try to fucking thing, but unless Liz Warren, Bernie Sanders, Kamala Harris, oh, I know that dynamic. You better come out hardcore against, and let all these people brand themselves history. So this is big news today. Nuclear Waterloo, and I want to talk less. I'm going to do some work at the reactor. Hopefully, if weather permitting, you know, I can pull this off because I'm out of money. That, fuck. Hold on. I mean, one-man band, Kevin Blanch. There we go. This thing's got a mind of its own, right? So, storms move through a little bit. So, this is real and big, and giant fucking news out today. That nuclear water, these monsters. So, it comes out that D.O.J. has gone after one of the contractors at Hanford. Now, stay with me. It's posted that this CEO probably lives right here. Bechtel dirtbag scumbag. Now, this is not the SEC. This is not California Public Commission. This is not the state of Washington. This is not the Fed oversight. Definitely not the NRC. This is the DOJ, Department of Justice. So why is the Department of Justice engaging in civil suits on fraud? The Department of Justice role is to arrest people. So the Department of Justice has turned into the civil, which, by the way, so they masked this. You can read this report. This CEO, and this is nothing but a front for Lockheed Martin. This is Lockheed Martin. This is the same old Bechtel's baby, same old looter's paradise. But this is, if the DOJ is going civilly, this has got to be at least 10,000 times more than they tell you. Ding, 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 ding. Took the last train. So, this is real important. I'm going to do some long, slower down dissertations. You know, I got an activist that can hold the camera for me. We can slow down, you know, and talk about the decommissioning process, the looter's paradise, and how they lie, and all that money that's supposed to be sitting aside. And I'll get into that loot job dynamic lie that they're pulling on. Now, Holtec, I'm going to try to get an interview with Holtec because they know what I know. They're like, Kevin, you're right. The American public will not deal with this. We want to deal with this and talk about a cash cow. So, Exelon, Brookfield's got into the game. Now, well, who's Brookfield? Oh, Jared? 666 boy? Bain Capital? Mitt fucking come to Utah, dump the waste, Romney? I mean, they see the writing on the government fucking dime wall. So, why in the fuck would the DOJ be filing a civil suit against these monsters? Same old, because they're on the same fucking team. They don't give a fuck about the money. Price Anderson on Balco. Because it doesn't matter what fine they give Lockheed Martin, this company, whatever. Don't matter. They just start a new company in a new fucking name, which they've done over and over, and say, ha ha, and the taxpayer's going to pay the fine. Blackjack. We're just going to pay the, doesn't matter how far they hammer, just like GE, 1.5 billion in the deal. What were you talking about? When they looted hundreds of billions, not to mention killed the fucking ecology in the sea. More tide pool videos I'm going to get. I got a lot of work to do here in San Clemente. Fucking hot water gate. I mean, isn't it perfect that I'm here when this breaks? Hot water gate. Oh boy. Talk about where Nixon lived. Right there. See the point right there? That's Nixon's house. Cotton Point? Fuck Cotton. I'm friends with this lifeguard now. He's great, by the way. I get a lot of good info from him. But that's the Winter White House. That's how Sinanoff got here. I cannot overstate this, and I could write books. I mean, I'm like 100 books. I'm 1,000 books. Historical videos, back them up. I see that the forbid rat's gone after us again. Love it. Thank you for the publicity, you fucking fool. Brand yourself in history. We already know who's paying you. Tee yourself up for the litigation. Fine with me. You know, I love it. Thanks to Dana, his work. I watched his show last night about the IAEA. I mean, one day you're going to wake up and realize, like he calls them the cult. The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate. It's the greatest, evilest bunch of fucking criminal, creepy, leaving bastards in human history. So send an offer to the reactors right there. I'll be over there today, hopefully. So, hot water gate. Now you read through this. I post links. It's important. This is, you know, most of my videos I'm speaking to our army. You know, and you know who you are. We have an incredible army of activists that have grown up, the post-ignorance armies, I call them. They've grown up via Kevin Blanch. I'll get that here. So, hang in there. So, the New Green Deal has got to kill nuclear energy. Now, I have a lot of the guardian angels. They watch out over me. They're watching over this young girl, too. The real ones, by the way. So she's smart enough. She's got private security all over her now because these fucking monsters play evil. You know when they want to fight? And I'll say this. You want to go after that young girl? Good luck to you with that, number one. Because I know her. I've known her since she was young at my rallies. She's tough as fucking nails and fishing. Beyond her time, she's representative of that freaking dynamic of people. Because them young people are at my rallies, whatever. I remember the first time, I mean, I'm talking to her, she's standing, there's lots of videos and pictures of her and I'm handing her the megaphone. We're killing nuclear. You don't think we're killing it? Oh, we're killing it fucking dead. So you can go ahead and brand yourself on the other side, and you can penny paint the D.O.J. and play, but just remember one thing. This nuclear fallout kills nuclear rats. It kills D.O.J. lawyers. It kills SEC attorneys. It kills billionaires. And if you don't believe that, you go ask fucking, I am Steve China. How about Bill Gates' old partner, Paul Allen, saved the ocean. He died of the same thing I had. Multi-billionaire. So this is a big deal. Hot water gate. I'm going to start talking more in the decommissioning lies. The Holtec, and by the way, I'm on Holtec's side. Get this fucking shit in those fucking canisters. It should have been done. And these delay tactics. What the? Samuel Lawrence Foundation? Ha ha! Lawrence Livermore on chemo. I know his grandson. And Arouge? Not my words, his. This shit should have already all been, would have been done and in the canisters because the delay tactic is because the loot, the money. Oh, 40, 50, 60 years. We can amortize this fucking bond money that's been sitting in risk-free rate of return, which is the American bond market. Well, when people used to call that, and I used to teach that, and I used to argue with it back then, they didn't realize that this baby boomer would throw this country into $23 fucking trillion worth of fucking on-balance sheet debt. So, not so risk-free. So, they're looters and they're thievers and they're fucking liars. So, right here. And all you people that go along, the D.O.J., the fucking media, everywhere go ahead. Because you didn't want to believe me, you can't handle the truth. Because guess what? Cancer karma's a motherfucker. Oh, it's real. Oh, is it real? Hot water gate. Oh boy, San Alfred's setting the playbook. So hopefully I can get with Holtec today or tomorrow. I'm reaching out to him and thank you to her. You know, what's right there? Oh, Fukushima. The ghost riders on the surf. By the way, this water's not safe. It's urban runoff, and you fools and the lifeguards will tell you. They'll go right up and say, "Get out of the water now!" But these tourists and terrorists, they'll bring their little kids, which is not safe. It is not safe for children to be near this water. Urban runoff on Balco. Oh boy, even in here? Oh yeah. But the 100th monkey, tourism for the sake of it's so disconnected from anywhere else. You can't even talk to him. It's raining season here. What's that? Huh? Who would ever believe it? We come disconnected from our environment. A perfect 10. Hot water gate. Kevin Blanch, like I mean, Ezra Pound getting down in the breeding fucking grounds. Ginsburg, old plutonium. What's that? Pacific Ocean, Fukushima, like an unbroken house cat, dangerous around fucking children. Oh boy, oh boy. San Alfred right there, Fukushima right there. The Winter White House. The Winter White House. The Winter White House. Bird sanctuary. How many shorebirds do you see? We watched a shorebird last night, working the, as I call the ribbon. a candlestick, one by itself, and he's just going crazy, digging through this. I mean, they're starving. There's no, you broke the chain. There's no plankton, there's no krill. You broke the chain. You promised. Listen to the wind blow, watch the sunrise. Damn your nuclear fucking hate, death, damn your fucking lies. The industry is the greatest cult fucking based on nothing but lies in human history. In human fucking history. You broke the fucking chain. Plutonium. 3 red suns pouring into the fucking ocean every day, all day. You don't even know what the hell it is, and it's all a fucking rouge, the truth. But the fact is, the byproduct, the salmon. There's news out on Bill Monroe on the salmon out there and his propaganda machine. They got word from ODFW and WFW yesterday that we're not going to set a projection for the first time in history. And they're not going to close it. And the reason is the Sierra Club, Greenpeace, Friends of the Earth, none of them really went after them. Because they've been hijacked. They work for the nuclear industry. They bought them all, including Keldicott, Gundershield, Busby. They all work for the nuclear industry. Do not kid yourself. And so, not me. They can't buy me. I am not for sale. Oh boy, Kevin, Blanch, Dana, you got us. The last of the Mohicans. And by the way, we're not Custer. We're on that other team. They're Custer. Not us. We're the people that fucking took Custer down and scalped his blonde hair and fucking put him on a pole. But Kevin reached into the bag and he slung his stuff. And it embedded in this nuclear giant's fucking forehead. I'm an Old Testament kind of guy. And the nuclear fucking giant, he fell to the earth and radiated the earth for time and all eternity. Read the rest of the fucking scripture. He's a good guy. Me and him been talking a lot. He's not Fukushima now. So, stand tuned.